is broadcast to you from Jerusalem, and in today's top stories. Israel's security establishment continues to maintain a heightened state of alert and is working to implement a string of measures in accordance with lessons learned from the past to prevent tensions from boiling over. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken asserts that he is not overly optimistic at the prospect of reviving the 2015 nuclear agreement with Iran. Israeli Defense Minister Benny Gantz warns that if a nuclear agreement is not signed with Iran, Plan B will be activated. Israel's security establishment continues to maintain a heightened state of alert and is working to implement a string of measures in accordance with lessons learned from the past to prevent tensions from boiling over. A senior Israeli intelligence official who spoke with TV7 on condition of anonymity highlighted near-identical similarities between events that preceded Israel's defensive action against Islamist organizations in Gaza last year, namely Operation Guardian of the Walls, and the past couple of weeks. The intelligence official noted, however, that three preventative ingredients have thus far averted tensions from boiling over, including the professional conduct of Israeli troops, which averted so-called miscalculation, as well as civilian measures that include an increase in entry permits into Israel for Palestinians, both workers and worshippers that observe the month of Ramadan. Another mentioned factor includes the fact that the Islamist Hamas organization has yet to rebuild its military capabilities, and evidently its leadership feels unprepared to engage Israel in battle. Nevertheless, while a tense calm prevails, Israel's defense establishment is aware that any miscalculation could provoke another round of hostilities vis-a-vis the Islamist organizations in the Gaza Strip. In this context, Israeli Defense Minister Benny Gantz, accompanied by IDF Chief of General Staff Lieutenant General Aviv Kochavi.
This is a book of Habakkuk 2, starting at verse 1. It read, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may learn that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end he shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So all praise, honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Bakah HaKadash, and Bahana to the elder, and the apostle of the Timothy who do well. A peace, a blessing, and salvation to you, Akim, who are pushing this truth to the four winds of the heaven, being on the forefront of this spiritual war, to make sure Jerusalem is established as a praise here on earth again, as in the days of old. So prophecy in motion. You see, prophecy is moving quick in the Middle East, man. And what we have here is Israeli Plan B to activate. It is Vienna talk. If Vienna talk fail, how is the Plan B? The Plan B is to strike and disarm Iran. To strike the mainland of the Iranian country, and the first target will be it is military installation, and that will be preemptively. The goal is to disarm Iran. So prophecy is in motion, man. The vision is praying upon tables. That he may learn that readeth. The vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end, in which is at the time we are living in, the end, it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. You see, and as we know it, man, Iran is in league with Russia, man. In this Vienna talk, the Russians are backing up Iran to get even a good deal out of it. You see, it is already good, according to the information which are coming out. The Iranian deal which is being presented at the Vienna talk is already good. But the Russians are holding that as a hostage against the West. They want Iran to get even a more good deal out of it. Not only that, the Russian will be the one who will be supervising, you see, Iran nuclear activities. You see? What does that tell you, man? Very quick, back to Joel 38. You see? Joel 38. And verse 7, he said, "Be so prepared and prepare for thyself, though in all thy companies." This was going to Gog. So Gog will be prepared, and all his companies, these weak nations, man. You see that assembled into thee, and be thou a guard into them. You see, so from there, let's go to you see, the inspiration of this video, really, man, is from Joel 3. And verse 2, it says, "I will also gaze our nation, and will bring them down to the valley of Yehoshaphat." That's where the judgment of Yahweh Shemashai will really take place. That's where the flashpoint for Yoshi will really take place. And you people who said that what was going on in Ukraine, that was Yoshi, and you were coming against the apostles of Gitmison, and you were saying like the apostles, they don't want to get out of America because the apostles, that invasion, when that invasion started, the apostles came out and said the chip have to be made mandatory for the OC to come. And you, Jake, who lack faith, you came against the apostles, and you are actually saying that you don't want to get out of this captivity, starting with your elders and the apostles and the bishop and the brothers on Downey, that the GMS don't want to get out of this captivity. What do you see now? Where is what you see in Ukraine? And the shame should be on you, man. I'm not saying that that conflict is over. That conflict is not over. That is one among the stepping stone to bring about what you see. I'm not saying that it does not contribute to prophecy, or it is not a major prophecy. That is a major prophecy because it is bringing famine and everything, man. And the multi-B will be made mandatory, man, through this supply chain disruption, inflation, hyperinflation, man. All of this is scare tactics which are going on, man. But the prophecy of the valley of Yehoshaphat is still relevant, man. That's why I showed you this video here. This is plan B to be activated. So we are talking about months, if not days, man. You see, the Joel and the two will be fulfilled. I will also gaze all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yehoshaphat, and they will plead with them that way the plead goes into judgment. Therefore my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, and departed my land. You see? And departed my land. So if we jump to verse 9, it says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war." And that's what is being prepared. Wake up the mighty men. All the ally now are coming forward very vividly. You know, when you go back in the days, this smaller nation, they used to call them non-allied nation. They didn't want to get entangled with any major power. Going back all the way to the Cold War. But like now, man, they can't hold that non-allied movement spirit. They have to choose a side, especially India, man. India will eventually choose a side. You see, the scripture tell you, beat your Persia into sword. This is not the time to make negotiation, man. Or this is not the time to be non-allied, not choosing a side to the end. No, The Lord will make you choose a side, and you are pruning hook into spear. Let the weak say, I am strong. How? Because this major power will be backing weak nations, man, like Iran, Iraq, and Belarus, man. That's a good example is there. Azerbaijan. As a matter of fact, see, yesterday I was watching a video and I came to realize, man, the Soviet Union was still there, but economically, see, it is the Commonwealth of the Soviet Union is still there. They have a lot of treaties, man, except for Ukraine. All the other former members of the Soviet Union were doing trades, man, and they have a lot of treaties. You see, and now they are moving to military treaties, man. You see, so the Soviet Union will be revived. You see, and it will bring down, you see, the West. Right now, man, the Russian, I came to realize that the Russian, you see, ain't nothing you can play with them, Russian, man. You see, and it is all right because in the scripture, Russia is mentioned as a Mede or Gog and Magog, as a very powerful nation, man. For the Lord to mention a certain country as to be powerful, it must be powerful, man. Yeah. When I came to this truth, I kindly understand how Russia will bring down, it will be the end of Israel Kingdom, but now I am seeing it, man. They made a very good move to counter maneuver the Western sanction. And the Western sanction are backfiring right now, man. And actually the Russian economy is very strong and more resilient. It's like the Western nations, they have shot themselves on the foot, especially Germany, man. Every time Germany goes against Russia, they get humiliated and defeated. Starting from World War II up to World War III and now, man. They have imposed the sanction on Russia, and them sanctions have backfired. Germany are struggling right now, man. The same thing with all the European countries. They can't win against Russia, man. The Lord made Russia to win. To put it simple, assemble yourself in a calm reason. And gather yourself together on about he that caused the mighty one to come down your hour. See, as a matter of fact, because I was speaking about the Russian, let me get a scripture really quick from Isaiah 13. You brothers know where I'm going. 13 and 17. He said, Behold, I will stir up the Mede against them, which shall not regard silver. As for gold, they shall not delight in it. This scripture is being fulfilled as we speak. The Russians don't care about a good relationship with the West. They will not regard silver and gold. Like how China are, man. The only reason why China haven't invaded Taiwan is because, first and foremost, because the Lord haven't co-signed with that invasion. The second thing, me thinking as a man, the Chinese, they care a lot about their economy. They can't risk to lose that privilege. But what about the Mede? They said, fuck all of that, man. Putin don't even care about his kids, man. His kids got put on high-level sanction, man. And he said, fuck that, man. See? And that's what Esau call it nationalism. There is a strong nationalism with the Russians, man. Unlike you Babylonian. You Babylonian are very selfish, man. And that's why, man, when this price of goods continue rising and hyperinflation is getting more and more stronger, you selfish Babylonian, you start killing yourself. That's what you really are. Selfish. Just consider when you are driving, man. You see, when you are driving, a nigga will try to hit your car because he He wanna be the first one, man. He wanna win. You are driving in a highway, but somebody is racing with you. That's selfishness, man. You see, there is no any sense of nationalism. The American spirit is dead, man, and that is according to the scripture. So the Russo or the Russian will be the end of you Western nations, man. They counter-maneuvered that sanction, man, in a way. Yesterday I was laughing, man. I was watching some news and whom you call Gerard Celente. Gerard Celente was mad, man. That dude is mad. He's about to lose it. He's seeing his country is going south, man. And he's mad. And all of these economists, they are mad. All of them are mad. See? Because they know this is the end, man. Ain't no American dream, man. Gone and through. So this is essential. I hope you brothers were edified onto the next.